You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything that I have wanted. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me.
That song was a dedication to you fans of Exertion. I know there's at least 3,722 of you. Hope you all heard that. Well, this is week 5 of Exertion. I'm sure by now you're already aware that I have a mustache. That is my first step to becoming an official pimp. I already got the pimp hand too. I keep it strong. Next week I'll be picking up my hat and my cane, and then we're going from there. But enough about me. Let's talk about Exertion. I want to start this week with a little something special here, okay? You ready? Top 10 things you should never say to your girlfriend. Alright. Number 1. You're home already? Number 2. Sorry about your socks. Number 3. I went through all your shit, but I couldn't find anything to hold against you. Number 4. That damn dog wouldn't stop barking. I put him in the toilet for timeout. Number 5. Man, I just took a huge dump. Hey, you want to have sex? Number 6. Your sister was better. Number 7. I let Jim borrow a few pairs of your underwear. Hope you don't mind. Number 8. You sound like a wild boar last night. Number 9. It smells funny. Number 10. Man, your nipples look exactly like your mother's. And that's all. 10 things you should never say to your girlfriend. So I want to start off by talking about shitting. Have you ever been on the toilet taking a dump and you're like taking the biggest dump of your life and it's like you're giving birth and you have to like brace yourself against the walls and you're like pushing and your face is shaking and you're like and stuff like that, and then you get done and you're like, man, I gotta take a look at this guy, and you look at the toilet and it's a turd that's like that long and that thick, and you're like, man, that was all for nothing, and your whole day is ruined because your humongous baby making shit turned out to be a little tadpole making shit. Have you ever done that? I have. 13 times in my entire life. Pisses me off. I was at work the other day and there's a woman walking around. She had boobs as big as boulders. I'm serious. These 2 boobs were probably twice as much as the woman's weight. And I'm like, man, that's like overkill. It's like putting too much whipped cream on the sundae, you know what I mean? Share some with the rest of us, okay? And by us, I mean women. I don't want boobs. I might want like detachable boobs that I can like play with. Well, you know, never mind. Another thing I want to talk to you about, I was at this concert a few weeks ago, and every time a band got off stage, these midgets would come up on stage and dance, and they were dressed like Oompa Loompas. Now, I thought to myself, as soon as I saw this, I was like, there's two things I would never dress up as: an Oompa Loompa if I were a midget, an Oompa Loompa and Dan DeVito. Those are two things I wouldn't dress up as if I were a midget. It seems like a rule of thumb, you know? I mean, I went up to one of them after the show and I was like, can I get an everlasting gobstopper? And I'm sure if I was as tall as him, he would slap me in the face. Instead, he slapped me in the stomach. But my mom's funny. She's a funny person. She actually watches my videos, and she was watching. I think it was week 3. It was the one I was talking about my girlfriend making me a sandwich, and she got to the part where I said, "Bitch, make me a sandwich with some mayonnaise." And she paused it, and she called me. She's like, "You don't even like mayonnaise." And I'm like, "Mom, just keep watching the video. I'll explain." But you don't really like mayonnaise. I'm like, "Mom, just keep watching the video, okay? I explain everything." She's like, "Michael, you don't even like mayonnaise." "Oh, okay, Mom, I lied in the video, okay?" She's like, "Okay." So she presses play, and it says, "I don't even like mayonnaise." And she's like, "Oh, then you say you even like mayonnaise. That makes sense. That makes sense now." And she was oblivious to the fact that I called my girlfriend a bitch. She was more worried about my mayonnaise likings. "I don't care if she called her a bitch, but you don't like mayonnaise, Mike." Speaking of my girlfriend, she's always badgering me. She's always like, "Man, you're so picky. You're picky. You can't eat this, you can't eat that. You're so picky. You're picky with everything." And like the other day, she was badgering me about being picky, and I was like, "Bitch, I ain't picky. I'll kill zombies on Resident Evil, Call of Duty, or Left 4 Dead. I ain't picky. I'll kill zombies in whatever game ever. And bitch, while I'm killing zombies, you better make me a sandwich with some ketchup." I'm gonna start using my pimp hand. Gotta practice. So, I think if I was ever arrested while I was drunk, I'd also get charged for being too sarcastic. Like I'd be in the back seat. I'd be like, "Do I at least get $200 pass and go? I needed to help buy Park Place." And then I'd get to jail and I'd be filling out all the paperwork and stuff and be like, "When do I get to roll the dice? I'm pretty confident I can roll doubles." "Alright, I'll pay $50. Can I go home now? I'm ready to get some free parking." You know, I think it'd be pretty funny. I like annoying cops. They're fun. It's fun to annoy cops. Because you can tell when they get annoyed. They start getting pissed off and they want to hit you, but they can't because they're on the job. That's the thing with policemen. They're all aggressive, especially when they're making an arrest. I don't know where I was going with this. I'm just going to talk to you about my next subject. When I'm sleeping, sometimes I wake up and I hear voices like whispering, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" I start to listen to the voices, and I realize it's my body parts talking to themselves. I wake up and they're like, it's my toes talking. It's like, "He's always stopping me on the stairs. I wish he would stop. It's constant." And I'm like, "Man, I feel bad." And my arm's like, "He's always lifting heavy stuff at work. I can only do so much." And then my penis starts talking to my hand. He's like, "Stop beating me. You beat me all the time." My hand's like, "He's a monster. He won't stop. He beats me. He beats you every night. I have no control." And I just want to be like, I'm sorry, guys. I can't help it. I need my fix. And they start to be stunned. They go back to sleep. I'm like, shit. My body parts are asleep. It's time to exercise. Hydration. I need breast milk. Okay, so you know all the basics in exercising. You know your stretching, your sit-ups, your running, your weightlifting. Let's start to get in some of the more complex exercising. This is complex. Lay down on your side. Lift your leg up as high as you can. Come down. This works the inner thigh modular muscle. I want you guys to know I love you. I've never said I love you to anyone while in this position. Goodbye. You're on Exertion.